For your chemistry practical exam, when you will doing the experiment of volumetric analysis, or you can say titration of oxalic acid and KMnO4, first you have to know about it's the glassware you are using for the titration or volumetric analysis. It is burette, what you will clamp in the burette stand, pipette by which you will suck the solution, and conical flask, which is the cone shaped flask which you are using for the titration. Always use the conical flask for the titration, not for the beaker or other apparatus. And specific amount what you have added in the titration flask, it should be specific, it should be noted down properly. A single drop will change the color of the solution and will change the reading of the solution. Okay, in the volumetric analysis, how can you write the experiment? First, you have to know about its key. First, you have to write the objective, or you can say aim. To prepare the solution of M by any strength solution, what you will given in the lab, it will be marked that is M. If in the experiment it is M by 40 oxalic acid solution, and for the identification of for the determination of molarity and strength of the given KMnO4 solution. These are the different apparatus what you will use during the volumetric analysis. So you have to write it down, apparatus required. You will also write in your copy. And the chemical required, that will be oxalic acid crystals, dilute H2SO4, KMnO solution, and what are the indicator you are using for during this titration, that is KMnO4. KMnO4 will act as a self-indicator. You will not adding any external or indicator just like phenolphthalein, methyl orange, methyl red, litmus solution, nothing else in during this KMnO4 titration, because KMnO4 is a self-indicator. And how you will identify key, you will get the end point by the color change. When you will using the oxalic acid, it's a transparent colorless solution, and when it will be changes into the pink, light pink color by the addition of KMnO4 solution drop by drop from the burette, it will be the end point. You have to know about its theory portion, ki how you will write and how can you prepare the known solution or standard solution. First question in the titration is what is burette, what is pipette, which you will fill in the burette and pipette, why you are using the conical flask, and what the indicator you are using, and what will be the end point. By the end point, you should know about it. Ki you now reaction is complete by the addition of KMnO4 or oxalic acid. And how can you prepare the standard solution, and which is the standard solution? Standard solution is the known solution of any strength. The strength of that solution which is known, that is known as standard solution. And you should know about its formula, oxalic acid formula. It is H2C2O4.2H2O, or you can simply write COOH whole twice dot 2H2O. When you are simply using, you can use it COOH COS. Simply you can write it, it's oxalic acid. And dot 2H2, it is water of crystallization. It is a primary standard solution, and directly by the weighing of oxalic acid, you can prepare it in any volume. And at the tip, you should know about its molecular weight, oxalic acid formula, and with its molecular weight, it is 126. When you are preparing the 1 molar oxalic acid solution in the 250 ml of water, then you will add 126 gram of oxalic acid. So you have to weigh 126 gram of oxalic acid. Now for the calculation, when you are preparing for the M by 40, so simply it is M by 40 or 1 by 40 into 120 upon 4. From 4, when you are changing the 250 ml into liter. Okay, all the calculation will be in the liter. So you will convert it 250 ml into 1 liter by the calculation. So you will get 126 by 4 into molarity is M by 40. So by the calculation, you will get 0.7876 gram oxalic acid will be added in 250 ml. It is the standard solution. Generally, we are just providing during the titration. Okay, so it is not the task key in generally at the 12th level, we just provided in the senior classes. First, you will prepare it and then you will use it. And for the reaction portion, you should know about key how can you change the ions, what are the reactants and what are the products, what will be the changes in the ions. KMnO4 is a strong and oxidizing agent. That's why we are not using any external indicator. And these reactions will be take place in the acidic medium. For the acidic medium, you have to learn this equation in the ionic form as in the molecular form. When examiner will asking about the what you are taking in the volumetric analysis, beaker or apparatus, what you are using, and which titration you are using. So when they are saying ki you are using the KMnO4 or oxalic acid, first question asking about it ki you should write the equation. So you can write the 2-KMnO4, 3H2SO4, 5H2C2O4. It is oxalic acid. You can write it in any form. Okay. And it is KMnO4 will be changes into MnSO4. You should know about the oxidation number and in both the cases. And all the three medium, at least you should know ki KMnO4 will be changes into which form, which ionic form. As in the case of acidic medium, KMnO4 KMnO4 is in the +6 oxidation number, and when it will be changes into MnSO4, its oxidation number becomes +2. It is in the acidic medium. And when you will do the experiment, you have to draw its table, what you have taken from the pipette, what volume you taken from the burette. So it is the proper calculation. You have to make a table with the 6 division. First is serial division, serial number, you will write the serial number, volume of the mole salt, what you have taken. It is 20 ml or 25 ml, what you have taken from the pipette. And burette reading, it will by the table 20 or 25 ml, what you have sucked from the pipette, 0 ml, what is the reading? Initially, when you will start the titration, it is the reading of the burette, and the final reading at which you will get the light pink color. Previously, when you will get the pink color in the second and third reading, you should try ki you will add the less than 1 or 2 drops from the burette. And this is the final reading of the KMnO4, what you have taken from the burette. And the 2 or 3 readings of the burette, that is concurrent reading, what you will get the same readings. You will start your calculation by the same concurrent reading. According to the calculation, there is a difference of, you have to know about its calculation exactly. Now, when you will doing the experiment of titration, in the last, you have to do the calculation to find out its molarity and strength. First, you will write the ionic equation. And here you just find out for 1 mole of oxalic acid, you will require 2/5 mole of KMnO4. Here it is 5 mole of oxalic acid and you are using the 2 moles of KMnO4. When it will be 1, then it becomes 2/5. Okay. So by the ionic equation, you can calculate ki how much moles of oxalic acid will react with how many numbers of KMnO4. And for the mixture calculation, that is M1V1 upon M1V M1V1 equal to M2V2. Now at the one side you will use the molarity of KMnO4 and the other side you will use the molarity of oxalic acid. So M1 is the side of KMnO4 or M2 is the side of oxalic acid. Okay, and you will also write on the KMnO4 side that is 2/5. Okay, 1 mole 2/5 से react कर रहे हैं. So you have to find out in the objective you will write कि you have to find out the molarity of KMnO4. So you will find out. Now molarity of oxalic, it will be given. It will be the objective when you will write it down. It is M by what strength it will be given. You know what molarity is it given in your experiment. It is if it is M by 40. It is the reading of volume of burette, that is KMnO4, and it is the reading of oxalic acid what you have pipetted out, that is 20 or 25 ml. Now you will start your calculation by putting these values in the formula of M1V1 equal to M2V2. Now by the calculation you will just find out the value of M1. It is the final value of molarity of KMnO4. And same by the strength, its formula is molarity into molecular weight. And the molecular weight of KMnO4 is 158. Initially, when you have started the reaction, uh, you just find out the molarity and the molecular weight, it is 158. Okay, so by the calculation, it becomes so it is the reading, you can note it down. And by the formula, you can also calculate its molecular weight. And at the tip, you should remember it frequently when they will asking about the oxalic acid molecular weight, more salt, KMnO4. So you should answer it, frequently without wasting your time. Just like oxalic acid, when you will find out it becomes 90 and it is dot 2H2O. One water molecule has the molecular mass 18. When you will multiply by 2, it is 38. Okay, so by the addition, you will get 158. So finally, you will write the result, that is molarity. What you will find out is strength, what you will get by the multiplication. You should also write its unit, gram per liter. And these are the precaution, 2 or 3 precaution at least you can write it in your experiments. The pipette should be properly tapped, properly locked. Pipette, when you will sucking the solution carefully, it will suck. Okay, these are the precautions what you have taken during the experiments. And lastly, by the different videos, you can find out the solution of different volumetric analysis titrations as well as different inorganic salts.